Now we're going to go a little bit slow when we get to the top of the tree line, so we'll increase our speed just a little bit. Now the carving will be coming into view on our right hand side.
That's amazing, that carving.
All right, carving's coming into view. The three figures on that carving are from left to right. You got Confederate President Jefferson Davis. He's riding his horse Blackjack. In the middle, you got General Robert E. Lee. He's riding his horse Traveler. And on the far right, you got Lieutenant General Thomas Stonewall Jackson. He's riding his horse Little Sorrow. Now that carving is 90 feet tall. Carving is 190 feet wide. And that carving goes back into the mountain 42 feet. You could actually put two school buses side by side on the back end of Traveler, the horse in the middle. A 6-foot man or woman could stand inside the mouth of Blackjack, that first horse on the left. That chiseled out area is just a little over 3 acres. And this carving is the largest carving in the United States. It's actually 30 feet bigger than Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore figures are 60 feet, our figures are 90 feet. Now if you look down, that reflection pond is the same size as the carving, so that gives you some idea how big that carving is. And that car was going the same speed we're going, by the way, you're not getting cheated. All right, to the right there is a little suburb of Atlanta, that's Buckhead. To the right of Buckhead, you can't really see it too good, but there's a twin peak mountain called Kennesaw Mountain, a famous Civil War battlefield there. And then to the right of the Kennesaw Mountain is Marietta and Sandy Springs. All that's about 35 miles away from us, so it gives you some idea of the distance. Now Stone Mountain is the largest single granite outcropping in the world. It's estimated to be about 350 million years old, and it's 825 feet to the top of the mountain. All right, we're going to tilt forward just a little bit here, so just be ready. Hold on. It's not a big tilt, but it is enough to get you off balance. And here comes our tilt forward and back. One more time, forward and back. To the right there is the skyline of Atlanta. That's about 25 miles away from us. You'll be able to see it better when you get up on top of the rock. Now, as we come to the loading dock, we may encounter a bump or two, so once again, you might want to hold on. Now, these bumps aren't too big. They're not any bigger than what you get on the interstate, so you'll be okay. Now, to get out on top of the rock, just go about halfway down the hall, take a right, that'll get you out on top of the rock. Now, we're running about every 10 minutes. Now, you don't have to make the next one in 10 minutes. You can stay up here longer if you like. When you're ready to come back down, just meet right inside the building here. And here comes our bumps, if we're going to have any.
It's like docking your boat.
Yep.
It's Atlanta. long way down.
And then we're gonna do 2 swings at the top. Alright, if you missed the carving on your way coming up, it's gonna be on the left-hand side. It spans out 3 acres and it's 90 by 190 feet. It goes 42 feet deep into the stone. It took 47 years to create the carving, starting in 1923, finishing in 1970. 2 school buses could fit on the back end of the front horse, and a 6-foot person could fit inside of the horse's mouth and ears. And the carving is the same size as the pond below. And this is the world's largest piece of granite. This is only 10% of the mountain. 90% of it is underground. And that's our crossroad area. So if you guys are going to the attractions today, the train will be behind the Great Top Building. The first train runs at 12 o'clock. The next will be 12:40. So they'll go every 40 minutes. Mini golf is also behind the train. And then once you're going through the crossroads area, you'll see 4D Theater, Donatorium, Dino Explorer, and Sky High.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. You got Jefferson Davis on the left, Robert E. Lee in the center, and Stonewall Jackson on the right.
It looks like robots. It looks and that's a train. I don't know why the US wanted to. No, actually, oh, do you know that Trump wants to?
About 7 miles long, and it usually is great for a day trip. I like to go on this trail, What you're going to do is turn left out of where the parking lot you're in on the big main road. And you're going to go down for about 2 miles, and you'll see a parking lot for the face grams. Don't forget the snatch boards.
We had water running out of the.
Does anybody know what magma is? If you know what it is, just shout it out. What is magma? Lava, that is correct. So, this trunk of magma here cooled about 8 to 10 miles below the surface of the Earth. And over time, weathering and erosion has unveiled what we now see as beautiful Stone Mountain. And to answer a few other questions I usually get from this point in the speech, no, there are no more lava tubes that are connected. No, Stone Mountain is no longer an active volcano, or was it ever? There, that is your prime meeting for the